Hey everyone, it's Heap again. HeapCVA on YouTube. We're in episode 2 of Turmoil. So like I said, appreciate everybody's patience with number 1. We'll get right into this thing. We saw the mayor or the metal constructor again because he comes back when you load the game again. So now let's go see the mayor and go looking for some ground. And keep your fingers crossed it doesn't cost us, which it did not. Awesome, only $1,000. There's nothing for me to buy right yet, so I'm going to let Jill rush us out into the field because finding the oil is more important. How nice of William to let us know that they've extended our timeout to, what did he say, June 30th? Let's get the dowser on the ground, the slow dowser. And I'll put a horse down just because I would anyway, might as well do it now. I've seen people put lots of dowsers down at once. I only put one down at a time. Don't ask me why. Have no reason for it. I just like to do one thing at a time, just in case I run out of time in the calendar year. At least I've got people doing everything they can do with what they've got instead of trying to get something out of nothing, because things take so long early in the game that by the time you get everything built, you're really not getting much for the amount of money you put in. So we're right into oil here. We're going to sell it right away. We got 2 horses in. We got the dowser. I'll never get that right. Oh my goodness, he found oil faster than usual. So let's get down. I get into a habit. I'm usually around 115 length. Early in the game, a lot of the oil is fairly shallow, and one of the things that I have a problem with is looking down and drilling pipe to get oil. I don't look up and see that the prices have changed on me and I didn't move the horses fast enough. I usually miss a little bit of that. So we did gather up another place to go sell oil. That's Right Incorporated. I appreciate that. And let them compete. Keep your fingers crossed. Sometimes they do not, but we got 2 rigs on the ground. I've only got 2 horses in because I want the money to get this guy with the magic stick, I hope, to find at least one more. There you go. One more rig, get that in the ground, because if we can get 3, I know we'll get over 2,000 in the round. And I have no thought process of trying to get all the oil out of the ground. It's not even time for that yet. So I'm just going to find oil and roll out the ponies when I can afford them. And keep an eye, look at that one rig on the right hand side, how high up that is. You do not want that. And I can't say it enough, because when I first started playing the game, I didn't think that one of those was a big deal until I got fined for it and I didn't have the money. So they remember. So it's smart to add the horses when you can, even if you gotta cut yourself kind of short, because they move quicker anyway when there's more of them. I don't know if you actually get your money back, but I feel like you do. Don't know if you do or not. So anyway, we'll get them going. Like I said, I for this particular game, I have actually lowered my expectations, and so 60 cents is still an acceptable selling price to me, because I want to at least recover the money that it cost me to come out here in the first place. So they're still over 88, just fine with me. We do have some time. Get the dowser out again. See if you can find something else. I think the ground is floated up just a little bit. We're later in the month, and or in the season, I guess. It's a season of some sort. And keep your fingers crossed. I do like when the carts come into the whatever these are, oil's purchasing points. Wow, that's a little overdone. These warehouses or whatever they are, with a full load versus half a cart or even a quarter cart sometimes. So there's that happy balance between having, hello, well, we're a little early in the round, so the best we can do is put another rig in. When we start getting some money and start being able to buy some equipment, then you don't have to put as many rigs down because you can extend pipe off of those knuckles. That's what I call them. I'm sure there's another name for them. So my guess is that's the existing pool. We're still over 70 cents. That's fine with me too. Whoops. You can only do one thing at a time, you know. Like I said, as soon as I look down to do something, these guys, and I appreciate they at least move the price up. They could move it down. So we got 4 oil rigs in. We're at May already. Got 6 horses. I'm just trying to make a decision on how much money I want to put out versus how much money I want to take home with me. That seems to be part of the end game early on that I missed the first times I played this, and I spent money like a sailor on shore leave, and at the end of the day I didn't have much to show for it. So it's getting down to it. So let's put another pony down and see how much more we can get out. We're over $1. That's good stuff. Keep your fingers crossed, and we'll get to the end of this round and see how we're doing. My goal, like I said, we got over 2,000, so we got our money back, and now I'm trying to stay ahead of my competition. It's the sad thing is you don't get to see what they're doing. You have no idea till you show up in town again whether they did good or bad. At least they don't allow the competition to lie through their teeth and tell you stories that aren't true. That happens in real life, like fishing stories, when the fish was this big and the hands are a lot further apart than they really should be. That's a whole nother fish tale. But we're still on the see, by the time I got around to seeing what Left Incorporated was doing, it was too late. We had several places left to get oil. We are starting to empty veins, which is a good thing. We're going to take home 8,600, almost 8,700. Sounds good to me. Oh, we're still almost 3,000 ahead of our competition. They did okay. They didn't do spectacular. All right. Edward has got his workshop built. Awesome. We're doing good on cash. It's time to do some shopping. I like getting the depth and the speed updated as soon as I can, even before I do some other things, because him being able to see further, if you will, with his magic dowsing stick saves you time. So if you look at the numbers as far as who did well in the last couple rounds, if you're in the 40s, you're doing really good in finding oil. And looks like nobody wants to follow me, which is good. That didn't cost me very much. And so, hey Jill, take us out of here. I don't have anything else to buy right this minute. Edward, how you doing? It's going to talk about dowsers. And hopefully you can see it well enough that he's definitely seeing much further. This should help. And he's walking just a pinch faster. He's not running by any stretch of the imagination. It would be nice if he would. I just don't think that's going to happen. Whoop, here we go. All right, We'll start moving our way down through the ground. Keep your fingers crossed that it's not too far down. That puts money in our pocket quicker, and boom, we're there. Looks like Left Incorporated is slightly ahead. Is it perfect cash-wise? No. They're over 60, and like I said, I'm okay with that. Early in the game, you take what you can get. And if you heard that noise in the background, that's a pug dog snorting. And there's just no way to stop that from happening occasionally. I think she's telling me that she's mad at me for losing that other video save. So anyway, more oil right next to each other. The good side of that is if everything sets up right, you can use both to help each other downstream if necessary. So get some horses down because we're starting to get overfilled, and move them to Right Incorporated because obviously their price point is winning the race right this minute. So come on down, put another dowser down, keep your fingers crossed. Like I said, the earth has gone up or raised up just a tiny bit. It doesn't go up very high, but you can tell a difference. And so we should be able to catch some good pulls of oil. Keep your fingers crossed. See, he's already found something. I like that. A little training goes a long way. What money you don't make up front, you'll make on the backside. I think there's somebody that said that once. It certainly wasn't me, but it is definitely true. And you can always tell when he's seeing further because you're putting a lot more pipe in the ground to catch that oil. So, like I said, I don't mind being a little on the poor side early because we got till the 30th of June, and hopefully the ponies will make up for it. The price points aren't that great. I'd love them to be a little higher than that, but we'll take what we can get. Like I said, our next goal now is to get to 2,000. And we don't have a whole lot of time. See, and this is what comes up every once in a while. I try my best in every round not to put a silo down. If they fell below 60, if we were towards the end, I might worry about it more. Plus, he found oil again. It's never a bad thing. And I don't like having oil in the silos any longer than I have to. And I have had rounds where I didn't have to buy a silo. So, you know, I try not to buy them unless I desperately need them. I do like upgrading them, as if I could talk, and making them taller rather than buying more width. By buying more of them is to spend $100 and build them higher, taller, to catch stuff. And you can see that drilling deep has its price consequence, and thank goodness that was right in there. So I have enough to put some horses on the ground, at least 2 per, and 60 cents is going to be the price that I'm stuck at, but it is climbing. Left is ahead of right. That sounds so silly. Incorporated, I don't know if that helps it any. Sometimes they pass each other. We'll just have to wait and see what happens here. We do have time. It would be nice if the dowser shot down in and saw one more vein to make up for that one that we just drained. Now I can go across, which keeps that rig in service versus being empty. And I didn't want to build another rig. $300 worth of rig is also $300 worth of pipe. And if it's close, it's a gamble. That might have worked. It looks like it's going to be about the equal. I would like to have said that it was going to save me money, but that's not the case this time. Sometimes that works when you can fork off the pipes. That changes everything. So we do have some good pricing. Left incorporated is over $1 now. I just got to watch the clock run out, basically. I have, like I said before, I have no thought process of trying to empty all the oil out of the ground this early in the game. I just don't have enough money. And I could borrow a lot of money to do that, but at 10% interest, it takes a big chunk out of your pocket. And I'm patient. There are other places to go to look for oil where there's more oil to be found. And so I look at this as just practice anyway, in a sense. I'd like to be as successful as possible while I'm doing it. But at the same time, be patient. Don't blow all your money. And be ahead of the competition. I noticed they're spending some money too. So, you got to keep up with the Joneses, or whatever their last name is, to make sure that you don't not have what you need to keep up. Like I said, my goal is to keep my stack of $1 bills taller than theirs. Keep your fingers crossed. I'd really, really like that to happen. So we're at the end of our round. As you can see, look at the size that we didn't even make a dent in that one pool. That's what's under there if you had the big money. So $7,500 for a treble after spending another $1,500 on stuff. I am still ahead of them by $2,000. That's good with me. I appreciate that. And so I think, again, we'll cut this short and try to keep it to about 2 rounds. They'll get longer as time goes on. Hey, we're meeting Rayner. I bet you we meet him again, and he will help us with horses downstream. But for right now, let's call it good on episode 2. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm working hard on episode 3 as we speak. And I wish you all the best. Hope you had a good time while we were here. And I will see you soon. I guarantee it. Take care.